decision back, and I got placed on the wait list. Nursing school.
For next year?
For the nursing program that starts in the summer of 2022.
The summer?
Yes, I got put on the wait list, but they said, as like, let me read out the letter to you. So it says, "Dear Mayamiiaa, thank you for your interest in School of Nursing. After a complete review of your application, I would like to inform you that you have been placed on the wait list for the Accelerated BS program starting in May 2022. In order to secure your place on the wait list, we ask that you accept this offer by completing this form no later than December 1st of 2021. Complete all your prerequisite courses and keep us updated on your progress. Complete all required immunizations. Complete required clinical placement items like background checks, drug screens, HIPAA and OSHA learning modules. Detailed information regarding these requirements will be provided in the coming week."
Okay, Sister Matilda.
I didn't hear anything. I'm sorry.
You speak those things that aren't as though they are.
You're right.
Praise God, praise God. Thank you for your humbleness.
You know how they say if the battle is too big, you need to give it to Jesus. That's what I'm doing.
They're gonna put you on the prayer list.
Yes, please do. Please do. Put my name on the altar. I can't breathe. So I just got an email from the committee for my decision. I'm about to read it right now. Okay. Whatever this is, I'm gonna show y'all. The School of Nursing Review Committee has met and made a decision on your Fall 2022 Accelerated Second Degree BSN application. Attached to this email, you will find your application. What?
But you can always call them to see if they can give you some feedback on it. But bottom line is, if you did not get in, that means that is not where you're supposed to be.
One door closes, another one opens. Okay? So, hey, that's okay. They couldn't give you a space. I know you're upset. God says to be still and know that I am God. God has it all in control. Okay? Yeah. But it's okay. It's all right to cry. Because you're human. He made you human. And that was your desire. Okay, God, ask God what is his desire for you. Okay? And he knew you were going to feel this way.
Probably the first time that you had to experience rejection. It gives you a chance to pull yourself up and look at what it is and why you were rejected. Because once you know that, you can move on. So you don't take rejection. Rejection is something that you need in order to build on, to go further. And I'm praying with you. And I believe that God has a plan for you. Don't let anybody tell you, don't feel hurt, because hurt hurts. But you just don't let it last. Don't let it last. Listen, and I can't wait to hear it, And I can hear you say hallelujah. Thank you.
Hey, how are you?
I am blessed. I was agreeing with your grandmother, honey, and that sort of thing, that God has better things for you. We want to work. We want to be about doing whatever God wants us to do, because that's what's going to last, and that's what's going to bring us the most enjoyment. And I was telling your mother, your grandma, that, that was an opportunity for you to see that, how you're feeling right now?
Yes.
That's how Jesus feels, when when he's rejected.
That's all that means.
I'm just mad because I just felt like I did everything right this time.
And you're going to do everything right next time. Just, don't let this throw you off your course, though. Stay on course. Keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. Something's going to open up. Something's going to open up, man. Don't you worry. I'm praying for you.
Because you're passionate about what you want and where you're headed. So that's the positive.
Yeah, it is. That's sad. People don't know a blessing when they see one.
No, they don't.
They really don't.
Think about it. A lot of people look at something and be like, nah, I'm good, and then regret it,
Oh, I didn't get accepted This school was actually my second choice school, and I got waitlisted for my first choice school, and this school was supposed to be my second choice, so I was kind of betting on this school to get back to me. I feel okay about it now. It's just I needed time to really process me not getting in. I feel like the biggest reason why I was upset was because when I first started applying to nursing school, I didn't feel as confident. I didn't have any paid work time experience. I was retaking classes. My first go around, my first application, it didn't really go well. I personally feel like I didn't put my best foot forward. So, you know, that first application I did, I kind of pushed it out of my mind because I swore I was going to get rejected. And by the time I sent in my application, I felt like a lot of things had changed. I felt like I really changed as a person. You know, that's when I retook anatomy and I got a B. I was retaking all my classes. I got A's. I got my job to be a medical assistant. You know, I just felt like I was a totally different person at that time. So when I came around, I got my decision for my first school and I got waitlisted. I was like, oh, you know, like I can do this, you know, like I can actually do this. Then when it came to the second school I just got rejected from, it's like I put all my energy into it because I was like, I don't want to make that same mistake when I applied to the first school. You know, I put all my energy into it. I made sure my letters of recommendation were good. I made sure I filled out those short answer prompts. My resume was spotless. Like I knew I put in a good application, and I submitted it in very early. And for this school, you had to apply to the university itself, and you had to apply to the nursing program. And I remember I got into the university with flying colors, and I don't know, it just felt like everything was so right at the time. During the time I was applying to school, I felt like I went through a lot. You know, like you ever felt like you were in a big transition period and everything was going wrong, and that's how you know God is going to bless you? And I swore it was going to be my time, and it didn't go that way. I feel like, you know, most of my hurt came from just me working so hard on that application. Like I really was honest. I put my best foot forward. I felt like everything was lining up for me for the better. And I really did put that in my application, and it really showed. And it's like, no, just flat out no. Didn't even get waitlisted. I really did feel like, you know, God was telling me this was my time, and it just didn't go that way. I was really sad that day. But, you know, after I got advice from people and whatnot, you know, it helped me. I ended up calling one of the admission counselors, one of the ladies who looks at the applications for the cycles, and she told me that nothing was wrong with my application, not like my GPA or anything, because I had well over the GPA they wanted. Like I fitted all their requirements, and she told me that it was just the luck of the draw. Like she was just telling me that it was just it was a competitive cycle, and you know they only have a limited amount of spots and they can't accept everybody. So I got waitlisted from my first choice school. I got rejected from my second choice school, and now I'm waiting to hear back from a answer to my third program I applied to. So what does this mean for us? What does this mean for the future of the channel? Absolutely nothing, y'all. When I made this footage, I was making it because I truly, in my heart, really thought I was going to get in during this cycle. And I'm not like shunning or saying I'm not going to get off the wait list or this first school. I'm not like shutting everything down, but I was filming this behind the scenes footage in hopes of making this like behind the scenes footage video and ending it with me getting accepted in nursing school. And I don't like to tell people my plans if they're not solidified. I was making a video for you guys to see that journey without me having to tell everybody my business of when I was going to apply. And I knew once I got rejected, I was like, I have to put this up because I want to help people. It is what it is. The way I feel about it now is I feel a lot better. Honestly, after I got rejected, I feel a lot more determined. You know, I did everything I could. But you know what? I feel like this is God telling me, you know, Tamia, you work hard all the time. I want you to enjoy your life first. You think about it, y'all. I was working so hard in high school to get into college. In college, I was working so hard to get into medical school. Then I made the decision to go back into nursing my senior year. So then I was taking classes to go back into nursing. Then when I was graduating, that's when I got my job to be a medical assistant. Been working ever since. I've been working ever since this pandemic has even started. In ways, it's like I'm constantly doing something. I was always volunteering at the hospital. I was always in extracurriculars at school. And like, I do have fun. I do go out and stuff. I do enjoy my time. But you ever feel like you aren't living enough? You're just existing? Sometimes that's how I feel. Because now that I'm out of school, and now I'm an adult, and I'm actually adulting and stuff. And sometimes it's hard to balance life. But, you know, and it's like, I think about my future every day. It's like, I know I want to be a nurse. I know this is what I want to do. And I don't know. It's like when they rejected me at the time, I was like, what you mean no? I couldn't even believe it. I was like, y'all saw me read that letter? I was like, no. Like, did y'all not see my application? Like, y'all must have me confused somebody else. The way I see it is, it just wasn't my time yet. Or I just didn't need to be at that school. Until then, we are going to be having a lot of fun. Y'all know I'll be telling y'all, I want to show y'all more sides of me. So I think we're going to do that. Y'all are going to see me traveling a lot more, going out a lot more, even though I already do that. I feel like sometimes the best moments happen off camera. And that's, you know, kind of the story of my life. But yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to put more out for y'all. Y'all are still gonna be there. Y'all are still gonna see everything, you know. But you know, this time when I get into nursing school, it's gonna feel a whole lot better. It's gonna hit a lot different. Like, you know, that this time when I was applying to school, I felt like I was deserving. When I get into nursing school after this, I'm really gonna feel like I earned it. I want to thank everybody who was with me during this time. Everybody who gave me advice, my family, my friends, everybody who supports me genuinely. It's not the end. It's always a reason. It's always a reason. We might not, it may not make sense now, but it'll make sense in the end. But until then, we just gonna handle what we can now. So next time when it's time to go again, we're ready to go. Of course, on my drive home, I thought of the perfect things to say, but I just wanted to say a few more remarks before I officially close out on this video. I just wanted to say, I know in that video I was crying a lot. I want y'all to know I'm not giving up. I know I said that before, but I know probably seeing me cry like that, y'all are probably like, well, some of y'all are probably like, why are you crying? Like, it's the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. No, it's not the end of the world. I don't think it's the end of the world. I don't think that just because I got rejected from this school, that's just like, no, you can't be a nurse or it's the end of the world for me. It's just when I don't think a lot of people understand that when you're really passionate about something and somebody tells you no, just that feeling, like, you know, when you really want to do something, when you're passionate about something, and when somebody tells you no, don't even consider you, it hurts. It really does hurt. Like I said before, that school that I applied to, that I got rejected from, it was really my second choice school, but I got waitlisted from my first choice school, and it like ultimately kind of became my first choice because I knew I was going to be good if I got into my first choice or second choice. By in no means was I trying to be cocky or anything. I wasn't cocky about it. Like, I didn't even tell anybody, for real. It feels like, you know how you study for a test and you get to a test and then you actually know the answers and stuff, like you turn it in, you don't even have to check your grade afterwards because you know you did good. That is how it felt. That is how that application felt. Just like feeling that good feeling where you feel prepared, like where you actually know what you're doing. You feel like this is it, you know, it's really gonna happen. You wait all this time, you're hopeful. Yo, I prayed every day, and then when I got that decision, it was like a slap in the face. And you know, I was telling my grandma, I was telling everybody, I was like, they couldn't even waitlist me. So in that moment, when I got that decision, yeah, it did feel like the end of the world. It truly did. Just me like crying out all my frustration, like the hurt, like months of dedication, you know, just it hurt, okay? It hurt. It hit me in my chest. And when you see me open up the letter, I was so confused, and the first person I called was my mom. And, you know, it didn't hit me yet. I don't even think I got to read all of the letter. It didn't hit me that I wasn't accepted, but it wasn't no congratulations, so I was a bit concerned. The rest of the letter, and you know, she was on the phone and she was like, it's for a reason, it's okay, you just didn't need to be there, you know, God has a plan, you know. Then I called my grandma. As soon as I picked the phone and I said, Grandma, she said, what's wrong? That's when it hit me. And you know, those women who were talking to me, they were in my grandma's prayer circle. From the time I've been applying to nursing school, my grandma put me in her church prayer circle, and she's very involved in church. And a few of those women actually talked to me, which is who you see in the clips. And it really did help me. Like, they were just like, you know, God has a plan, you know, like, it's rejection, it's okay, like, it's human to be hurt, you know, but you have to understand, like, this isn't where you give up, this is where you go harder, you know, it's all a part of God's plan. God knew it was gonna happen. My uncle, in my last clip, who you see me talking to in the last clip, and I remember, I asked him, cause I remember I was crying all day, and I actually called him like a day or two after, and I was like, do you think I was overreacting or anything? And he was like, no. And he was like, honestly, no. He was like, you're really emotional because that just shows that you are passionate about it. You want it that bad. It shows that you really care about what you want to do. And he was like, honestly, if you didn't have any type of reaction, I would have been very concerned. So that made me feel a little better because, girl, I was crying a lot that day. You know, it's so easy for, you know, people to tell you, you know, you just weren't meant to be there. Maybe it just wasn't meant to be. It's different when you wanted it to be. You weren't meant to be there, but you wanted to be there. It wasn't meant to be, you wanted it to be what it was. You dream of something for so long and you envision it, you want it to happen exactly like it is. And I honestly didn't even think I was gonna be that upset. I really didn't, because on my first school, I thought I was gonna get rejected and I didn't. And honestly, because I knew in my head, okay, if I was to ever get rejected from anywhere, we just gonna apply again. Like, I'm just gonna keep getting better and better to the point where I'm gonna get accepted regardless. I just wanted to get that out the way. I know I was crying a lot. You know, I'm okay. I feel way better about it. I just wanted to be transparent with you guys. I just wanted to let y'all in on the experience. This is not over. You know, everybody was really supportive. Everybody was. I'm starting to just realize how common it is. What I want y'all to understand is when you plant a seed, you can't, do you think the flower grows there and grows right there in one day as soon as you put it in the soil? No. Like what people say, life is like a GPS. It tells you where to go. It might tell you how long it might take. You might take a few wrong turns, but you know you're gonna get there anyway. You're the car, God is the GPS. The GPS knows where you're going. Sometimes you might turn on the wrong lane. Sometimes you get caught up in a little traffic. It might take you a little longer. You might not even seen the traffic coming on the GPS. You just kind of just run into it. It's fine. That God knows where you're going. You just have to get there. You just have to get there. I know one day I'm gonna be a nurse. I know that's what I want to do. That's what my passion is, what my dream is. We're gonna get there. We're just stuck in a little traffic right now. Brush it off. Like, God isn't done with me. It's never failure unless you give up. And whenever I get accepted, I might look back and be like, you know what? I'm glad it happened this way. God knew something I wasn't able to see at the time. So, you know, you just like keep that in mind. You never know what God has planned for your life, why things happen, but that's why you have to leave that stuff to God. Because at the end of the day, you can't change it. You can't do anything about it. All you have to do is get to where He wants you to go. You know, I know this was kind of a different video, but I wanted to share it with you guys. It's like I was really battling myself because I was like, I just want it so bad. But you know, sometimes I feel so tired from school. I have been in school my whole life. Sometimes I really don't get to hang out with my friends as much as I want to because, you know, we all work and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm trying to get into school. Now is the perfect time for me to enjoy my life a lot more. So by that time I get into school, I'm refreshed and I'm ready to go. Yeah, now with that, I can officially close out of this video. Okay, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you guys have if anybody is pre-nursing, or you're already in nursing school, or you're already a nurse and you have any advice for me, please leave it down in the comment section below. If anybody's feeling discouraged or you can really relate to this, leave a comment down below. You know, really just comment if you want. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video.